What's up, all you gospel gangsters out there? Welcome to another brand new episode of Axios. Now, we're going to react to something that I think is very important, and I'm not sure if you know this person, but everybody does because he's got a lot of controversy during his time and until today. His name is Piers Morgan. Now, Piers Morgan is no stranger to anybody. He's literally a very influential, news reporter and an interviewer, and he has, been kicked out of his company. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's Fox or something. Fox, I think, or maybe if I'm not mistaken, it could be a different company. But he has his own channel and his own TV station, basically where he brings up many different kinds of topics that are, very problematic today, like just stop oil, vegans, and also, the LGBT community. So, LGBTQIA++ community.
And the alphabet, if you will, is expanding.
So basically, we're going to react to this video that Piers Morgan is talking about the pride flag with James Barr. Now, James Barr, if you do not know, he's a DJ and radio personality that has a lot of following, and he's an actual gay man. I'm gay! Okay, meaning that he is 100%, literally LGBTQIA++ supporter, and he's been doing it for so long, and he's been invited on this show by Piers Morgan to just talk about some things that he thinks personally are ridiculous. So let's just have a look and see where this goes, okay?
Welcome back. You may have noticed it's Pride Month, and it's pretty hard to ignore it. The rainbow flag has been hoisted over London's Regent Street in place of Union Jack and draped from the White House balcony in place of a star-spangled banner, which has sparked quite a backlash in the States. Have we gone rainbow crazy, or is Pride Month more important than patriotism? We'll debate this. I'm joined by Fox News commentator Tommy Lehrer, and in the studio, the comedian James Barr. All right, Tommy, off you go. You're enraged by this. Why?
Well, listen, I wouldn't say I am enraged by it, but I am irritated, and a lot of American conservatives agree with me. Now, listen, Pride Month is not a new thing. They've been celebrating Pride Month for many, many years, and most American conservatives had no issue with it until it became forceful, until it became the need for acknowledgement, the need for forced celebration, the need for forced validation. That's when you lost people. And then we took LGB and then we added LGBTQIA+++, and then we included men who dress up like women and mock women, like influencer Dylan Mulvaney. And
yeah, this is actually literally true. I'm sorry I have to pause it, but this is literally true. They have been doing this for so many years. Okay, when I was a kid, I never even knew what the word gay meant. I never even seen a gay man or an LGBT man or transgender, whatever you want to call it. I've never seen. All I ever thought was when I was a kid, up until Sunday school in church, was there were two people that God created, was Adam and Eve, man and a woman, okay? So basically, what I'm trying to say is that I have never heard of this until recently, that I think after 2012 or 2013, about that year, it started to get pretty crazy, and a lot of people just, went crazily supporting them, and a lot of things has happened in America, okay? I'm not saying America is the greatest country in the world, which is not right now, but all I'm saying is that America has fallen short of the glory of God, and they really, really need to come back to God quickly, because God is going to judge them. He's going to judge the people, even though He's a loving God, but He's a God who really does not like when you sin. Now, we're going to react to this because I want you to understand why this is important and why this really is going to destroy our generation in the near future. Let's take a look and listen, all right?
a lot of American conservatives just said, listen, we've had enough. It's okay if you're proud of your sexuality, but why do I have to be proud of your sexuality? That's where you lost a lot of folks, and we're starting to finally stand up.
Well, she is right. She is literally right from point 1 to point Z, or whatever you want to call it. She literally just said that they have been celebrating for so many years, and you know, it's become so annoying that they're forcing their ideology, their ideas, their own mindset upon other people who are not interested. Like if I were to shove my knowledge and my understanding upon someone who is not the same, level as me, of course no one's going to acknowledge it and no one's going to care. But this is exactly what I'm trying to say. you know, they're being very forceful. There was a time where they were actually very like peaceful. You know, they lived a simple life, although they were secret about their sexuality, but they were very, very peaceful. Now they're become a little bit annoying and a little bit, you know, serious and a little bit pushy. You know what I'm saying? A little bit forceful. So let's just take a look what peers have to say about this.
Okay.
Trans woman. Dylan is a woman, so you got that wrong. And secondly,
well, Dylan was a gay man until last year. Well, hang on. Dylan was a gay man until last year.
They've transitioned, they're a woman. I think that we lost people right at the beginning when gay people were dying in the streets because no one was looking out for us. So actually what we're doing right now is just, I wouldn't even use the word celebrating. I think pride is a protest.
Is it a bit too much? In other words, do you want to...
What does that mean? What is too much?
In other words, I think with every campaign, bringing people with you is really important, right? The moment it looks like it's just over the top, like it's everywhere you go is pride, 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 pride. Do we need to be that exuberant about it?
Are you blaming gay people for that? I mean,
no.
It's not our fault that companies...
Honestly, I don't care what sexuality anybody is. I don't think most people do anymore.
Right, so what is the problem then? Why are you so triggered by a flag?
It's a rainbow
flag. You mentioned Regent Street.
I'm not triggered by a rainbow flag. I'm triggered by the fact that everywhere I go for a calendar month, everything has to be a rainbow flag.
Well, I'm triggered that everywhere I go for the entire year, everything has to be straight. Why is
it's my straight flag.
Why am I constantly getting straight?
Where is my straight flag?
Straight people holding hands in the street.
When have you ever seen a straight flag?
Why has Mickey Mouse got a girlfriend?
Tell me one straight flag hanging right now anywhere in the world.
Why are straight people
Where is the straight flag?
Identity?
Where's the straight flag?
Everywhere.
Where's my straight flag?
It's everywhere.
It's never been a straight flag.
You're a straight flag.
Let me bring Tommy back because this made me
laugh. I mean, James Barr is pretty stupid about this. I mean, I'm sorry to say if I'm being a bit too harsh in my words, but this is serious because firstly, Pierce just said a pretty good question. He just asked him a pretty good question. How come everywhere I have to go, everything has to be about you? Why does it have to be about pride? Why does everything have to be about pride, people? Why can't it just be like you and I, we live together in peace and harmony? Why does it you have to be your way and I have to be my way? We have to fight against each other's ideas. Why can't we all just come together? Now, I'm not saying I agree with James Barr's ideas and everything. I mean, I don't agree with the LGBT community at all. But what I'm trying to say is that if you have your ways, okay, and if you really, really, really are so stuck with it, and if you try to force people's, your idea on someone else's, your idea on someone else's life, I guess you can say that you're actually being very pushy. And that's what the LGBT community is doing right now. They're literally just forcing their ideas, they're implementing their own ways. You know, they think that their way is better or no one gets the say so. So Pierce is actually asking a good question like, where's my straight flag? The Pride had a flag, okay? It's basically a 6-color flag. Well, the Christian way we see the rainbow is 7 colors. So we see the LGBT flag as 6 colors, which is good. So we can identify which is the right one, which is the wrong one. But when we see this, it is just a complete nonsense because every time when James Barr opens his mouth, he's trying to force Pierce to get on board with him. And I can tell that Pierce is not happy. He doesn't even care about this also. Let's just have a look and continue it on.
Lovato has revealed she got tired of using they, them pronouns due to constantly having to educate people about it. She said it was exhausting. Well,
yeah, it's true. Demi Lovato is completely gone off track. You know, there was a time when Disney hired her and she was a very nice girl. She was even a pretty girl as well. She has acted in Sonny with a Chance and Camp Rock 1 and 2. And literally, she was a big influence to a lot of the young generations during Disney time. But the problem was that somewhere along the way, I think drug involvement and all these things, and she basically lost herself. She just got so caught up in the world and everybody giving her so many ideas, so many different kinds of beliefs, and so many different kinds of understanding that even she herself is so confused today on what she truly is. So that's the problem I see with Demi Lovato. I will admit she's a good singer, but she's completely gone off track. She has lost the plot. You know, pronouns like this don't make sense. You don't need your pronouns. I don't need my own pronouns, okay? I'm a he, you're a she, and you know, that's about it, okay? You don't need any special pronouns. Let's just continue on.
The feeling, Demi, she's exhausting, isn't she, Tommy?
It's all exhausting. Listen, nobody cares what you choose to be.
Amen.
It's just this. Everybody has to keep up with what you feel like today or tomorrow. Everybody has to change the way that they address you. And if somebody, heaven forbid, makes a mistake, then all of a sudden they're a transphobe and they're akin to a domestic terrorist. It is absolutely ludicrous.
Absolutely
To go
not
back
true.
to this
That's
pride.
And by the way, how many letters are there now?
No, I let you talk.
Well, yeah, exactly. What is
I
it?
let you talk.
You finish, Tommy. Yeah, finish. You're right. Finish your point.
Yeah, and there's another part of this whole pride thing. Listen, if it was just rainbows and love is love, there's no problem with that. If you look at 9 or 10 of these pride events, it's grown men and grown women wearing bondage gear, smacking each other. Often children are involved to watch this spectacle.
No, then.
I mean, my goodness, if you want equality...
Well, Sam Smith,
why do
never
you
mind
have to
anybody
do
else.
this?
He's
It's not a
always up
normal
there.
thing to do.
Sam is a they pronoun. Sorry, please finish.
Sam used to be a he too, right? We can't keep up with any of them.
Yeah, Sam Smith also, actually, to be honest with you, when Sam Smith first started singing Stay With Me, I already knew 100% he was gay. Because not just by the way he looks, but by the way he sings. And yes, you can be judged, you can tell me I'm judging him, I'm being very judgmental, oh, I'm judging him because of his looks, because of his voice. Well, look what happened to him right now, okay? He's dressing up at award ceremonies looking like plastic men, looking like a complete balloon. And he's wearing costumes to concerts, looking like the devil himself. Like, what is wrong with you, Sam Smith? You know, if you were gay, I couldn't be bothered. But if you were a good singer, okay. But why are you acting like a complete lunatic? Like, even James Barr is actually considered his best friend. He actually supports Sam. And the worst part about all this is that, you know, no one's addressing this. I thank God that there are people like Piers Morgan who are addressing these issues. And we need people like him to actually shout out his ideas and say that this is wrong. This is not right.
It used to be
Then
they,
he's
them.
exhausted.
Now
So
she's
funny,
a she
by the way.
again. He's been a he. He wants to be called they.
Hey, Sam is a they pronoun. Sorry, please finish.
Sam used to be a he too, right? We can't keep up with any
Sam
of them.
is still a he, he's still a guy.
Now she's a she again. He's been a he. He wants to be called they, them. He'll be back to being a he again.
It is so funny.
They can't make their minds up what they are.
Both of you are straight, and you're saying you're exhausted.
How do you know I'm straight? How dare you guess my sexuality?
Like, let's not play games here. It is exhausting.
I don't remember Tommy revealing her sexuality.
There are
to you.
72 countries in the world where it's illegal to be gay. That's why.
What the?
That's why.
Right, answer me one. And I'm with you on gay rights.
Take note what he just said. There are 72 countries. Well, thank God I'm living in a country where they don't allow you to be gay, all right? Well, you must understand, if you are really feeling different, feeling in a certain way, then I think you should really take a good look at yourself. Go see a doctor, see a psychiatrist, and please go and see a pastor or a priest. Why? Because you definitely are being completely out of your mind if you think to yourself that you are actually a woman. If you're a guy and if you think you're a woman, I think you need to consult some help.
Stop it.
Get some help.
Before you go and do anything drastic, okay?
100%. Always have been. Answer one question. How many letters are there now in the official?
That's such a pointless question.
How many are there?
It's a flag that
What's
represents...
pointless? He's just asking a good question.
Exactly my point.
I don't need to know because it's not about
There
the
are so
letters.
many letters now, we can't keep up with it.
It's not about that. It's about inclusion.
Nobody knows if they're an L, a G, a B, a C, a Q. And now we found out, according to the John Hopkins Medical University in Baltimore, that apparently lesbians are now no man who have relationships with non-man having a relationship with a non-men.
I personally don't even know what you're talking about. What
exactly. Nobody knows what they're talking about.
The pride flag is there to represent LGBTQ plus people and minorities. And like all sorts of movement, like Black Lives Matter.
Stop it.
It's so loud and to quote you, exhausting.
Okay.
Because we need to.
All right, but I do want to come back next time I
rights.
speak to you to the straight flag that you say exists, which I've never seen.
Right.
Because I want my own straight flag.
Sure.
Tommy, great to see you. Great to see you.
May I wish you a happy Pride Month?
You may. Go on.
Woo! 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 Woo!
Okay, that interview is pretty good, but I would like to just share with you guys a little bit of what I think we really need to be serious about. Firstly, there are a lot of LGBT people around the world, and yes, they are being, they're being persecuted, they're being prosecuted, they're even being kicked out of their own community and their family. Like James Barr himself was a Christian. He literally was a Christian until he got some sort of an epiphany and decided to become gay for some reason. He even said that his own mother actually didn't want anything to do with him. Literally, she disowned him.
Emotional damage.
The father didn't even care, and the sister is a Christian. Praise God that the sister is a Christian, and he's sending her text messages saying that that it's okay to be gay. But the thing is that if you read the Bible hard enough, you know, there are times when Jesus said we have to love our enemies and we have to love our neighbor, which is true. I'm not saying I hate LGBT because they do a lot of, you know, different wrong things, right? But I'm not saying I hate them. Actually, I pray for them. I care for them. But when I see them pushing your ideas to younger generation and to making them think like, oh, you're a boy, but you can become a girl, and vice versa, I think you really need to stop it, you know, because there will come a time where you will regret what you're doing and you will actually be in complete regret. You know, if you do like this video right now, leave a like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. It helps us to improve ourselves, and subscribe to the channel for more videos. In the meantime, you know, hit the subscribe button and tune in to more of our Axios ministries that will be presenting every single month. And stay tuned, guys, for more. And may the Lord bless you and keep you and protect you and be with you now and forever. In Jesus' name, amen.